Guys, so today's video is going to be about my journey with law school, and the reason I'm filming this is because someone reached out and asked for me to basically tell my story, and just regarding, why I decided to go, what the application process is like, kind of what my life is like now. So I didn't always know that I wanted to go to law school. There are some people who say, when I was little, I was like, okay, I'm gonna be a lawyer, and regarding that, when I was little, everybody told me, you would make a really good lawyer because you like to argue all the time. And I was like, but now, joke's on them. Because, here we go. I'm not a lawyer yet. I'm not going to say that because I'm not. But we're on the path. So, I didn't know until I was in my junior year of college. Because the way that my undergrad program worked was I went to KU, University of Kansas. Has my heart and my soul. I love that place. I love Lawrence, and I can't go there without crying because I miss it so much. Fact. So I did my freshman, sophomore year in Lawrence, and then I entered a program that's 2 years long. I have a degree in health information management, and that's basically the business side of healthcare. It's a combination of health informatics, like the IT side of things, and then business, and then some science, not a whole lot. Literally anatomy, physiology, pharmacology, and pathophys, because we don't do anything clinical. We are not touching patients. But basically, like I said, HIM, Health Information Management, is the glue of health systems. They make sure everything is, going the way it should, paperwork, transactions, everything's legal, everything. If that wasn't enough of a description, I would honestly just look it up. It's such a niche area. Not a lot of people know about it. When I tell people I have a degree in health information management, some of them are literally like, oh, so you're a doctor. I'm like, anyway, I love health information management. But what ended up happening was I went through my first semester, and HIM at KU Med, oh, I forgot to mention. So my junior and senior year were in Kansas City at the KU Med campus, but I still lived in Lawrence and I just commuted. Great time, loved it, wouldn't change a thing. And where I live now, I can actually see KU Med out the window right now, so it's cool that I'm still really close. So I got through my first semester of junior year, HIM program, and they had grad programs come present to us and, recruit us or whatever, and I was thinking, nope, when I'm done with school, I'm done. I'm ready to be done studying, done with class. I want to make money. I hate school. And then, along with that, the law program presented to us, and I was like, no way. Lawyers are assholes. They are depressed. Their life sucks. They never stop working. I don't want to do that. That sounds like hell. That is the farthest thing from what I would want to do with my life. And it's kind of funny because that is a prime example of how life is so ironic, and you can't make plans unless you expect them to get changed. You gotta be prepared for change. Because change is the only thing that's constant, for sure. So, at that point I was like, yo, no grad programs. And then our program director and the program in general is very big on networking. And the HIM world is very small because, like I said, it's a niche area. Not a lot of people know about it. I have met almost every HIM director every HIM director of all the hospitals in Kansas City. So that networking is just like at our fingertips in that program. So I think what happened was I don't even know what changed my mind, but I was like, yo, I might look into this legal stuff, because I think I really liked risk compliance, and I don't know, risk management, compliance, just stuff like that that had been sprinkled throughout some class, one or another. And my program director put me in contact with an attorney who works at a health law firm. She's a partner, and she graduated from our HIM program. So I met with her, and this is winter of my junior year, so 2 years ago, and I just talked to her about, what her life was like, how she decided, what law school was like, what did I have to do to make it, just kind of to get a feel. And at that point, I was like, okay, I'm going to order the LSAT book. And the LSAT is a law school admissions test, standardized test that you have to take to send your scores to law school. And basically, I'm not going to disclose my score, but the range is 120 is the lowest score you can get to 180 is the highest score you can get. If you can get above, I'd say a 155, if you can get above a 155, you're pretty good for scholarships. That's my own opinion. People will disagree. That's just how I feel about it. So at that point, I decided to order an LSAT book. So now we're looking at spring semester, junior year. And I'm like, okay, so I'll do my homework and then I'll study for the LSAT at night. Like afternoon homework, night LSAT. And then I realized I was enrolled in 18 credit hours my spring semester of junior year because I had to finish my business minor. And so I would go to class in the morning at KU Med, Zoom back to Lawrence, go to my 1 o'clock on the Lawrence campus just so I could finish my business minor. So I was like, well, there's no way I can study for the LSAT. But that's okay because I got time. So finished spring semester. Summer of 2015. I was like, okay, here we go, study plan. I got on the I had a Kaplan book, got on the Kaplan website, looked at the study schedule they had laid out, and they had laid out like I think the biggest one they had was 12 weeks. I think they have a 4, an 8, and a 12-week like sample plan. And so I had like 26 weeks at that point until I was going to take the LSAT. So I made a 24-week plan, and the first time I took it was in October. So first semester of senior year. Took it, worst day of my life. I cried, I didn't finish some sections, it was bullshit, I did not want to do it again. And I was like, well, I'm screwed. So then you have to wait like, I don't even remember, it's like 6 weeks or some stupid shit for your score to come back. And literally the day your score comes back is like after the deadline to register for the next LSAT. And if you register late, you have to pay a $250 fee because you registered late. So like, thanks LSAC, which is Law School Admissions Committee or Council or Corporation or something. I don't know. You gotta get on their website and fill out all your shit, and they put everything together and send it to law schools. So you have to deal with them, which, by the way, you have to pay fees for them too. And then you have to pay application fees for each school. It's a lot of money just to apply. So just a heads up if you're thinking about law school. So, time goes on. I sitting on my computer one night doing homework, and the email comes in, and it's an unofficial report of your score, but it tells you your score on there. And I saw it, and I started crying again because I just did not do well as I had hoped. And I was like, oh my god, okay, so let me preface this with my whole life, I'm not gonna say school was easy because it wasn't, but hard work has not been a problem for me. My work ethic's fine, my application of myself is fine. I haven't ever had a lot of trouble succeeding. And that sounds really privileged and shitty, but I don't mean it that way because what I mean is I work hard, and luckily a lot of things have come naturally to me. So when you get that first disappointing score as a person like me, you're like, wow, this is the first time in my life that I have felt like a failure, and this sucks. It is not fun. So I was like, I always give myself 5 to 10 minutes to just be a little bitch about things, no matter what it is. I don't care if I'm mad or I'm sad or whatever. I give myself 10 minutes to be a bitch about it. And then after that, I'm like, okay, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? So I was like, we're gonna apply for to take the LSAT again. And we're gonna do this shit. And so I was like, well, whatever, it's $250 extra. I'm gonna tell my parents, I really want this. Please help me out. So they helped me out, and at that point I was desperate. I was like, I want to get a tutor. And I talked to the attorney again, and she was like, you don't need a tutor, just do it yourself, you can do it, blah, blah, blah. So I'm feeling super motivated. Sorry, my camera's I keep hitting the desk. I don't even know how long I've been doing that, I'm sorry. So at that point I'm feeling super motivated. And I took it again in December. So second half of the semester, which is the busier half of busiest half of the fall semester of senior year, which out of the 4 semesters of the HIM program, that particular semester is the most challenging, the most work loaded, and I was like, wow, this is gonna separate the boys from the men. It's fine, I can do it. It's gonna suck, but I'm gonna do it. And so I took it again in December, totally fine. I didn't cry that day, I was just chill. I went in there, I was like, done this before, gonna do it, whatever. And let me just tell you a little tip. If you're taking the LSAT, don't talk to people about, your shit. This girl sat next to me, she's like, well, I'm just aiming to get above a 165. And I was like, okay. It's just, don't let people get in your head, because there will be those people. Even when you get to law school, there are those people. So, take it again. get my score back, literally, and so at this point I had already applied to law schools, and you can tell them I'm going to take the LSAT again, and they'll like wait to give you an admission decision. And so I had interviewed finals week right after I took the LSAT senior year. So winter finals week, I interviewed at the law school that I'm currently at, the University of Missouri, Kansas City. And they were so nice to me, like so warm, gave me, they give you a tour, you can interview with a professor. I interviewed with a health law professor for obvious reasons. And they were like, okay, well, we're just gonna wait on your LSAT score, and then you'll receive a decision, like as soon as we get that. And I was like, okay. Also, the thing that really spoke to me from UMKC is the day I applied, which, by the way, I'm pretty sure it was either Thanksgiving Day or the day after Thanksgiving. I received a personal email from one of the deans there, like personalized, like, we're so excited, like blah blah. You could tell it wasn't like a template, like she had genuinely reached out to me over a holiday break, and I was like, that's really cool. So they gave my score and they accepted me. It was awesome. I cried happy tears at that point because I actually did worse on the second LSAT, only by 1 point, but I have no one to blame but myself, and I don't look back because the LSAT doesn't matter once you're admitted. It literally, no one cares. No one even talks about it. I have not told anyone my LSAT score except the attorney I work for, and even then I didn't want to tell her, but she got it out of me. So I tell everybody at school, I'm like, if you want to know my LSAT score, I'll tell you after we graduate, because it's just, it's like I'm ashamed of how bad it was, but it's fine. I made it. So I finish out undergrad, graduate May, 16th, 15th, 16th. The way KU works is it's such a big university that Saturday you graduate from your school. So I graduated in Kansas City from the School of Health Professions. And then Sunday, everybody walks together at commencement in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence. Literally, I kid you not, the best day of my life. The best day of my life to this day was when I graduated from KU. And it was also kind of sad because I didn't want to leave, but it was so nice outside and everybody was so happy, and like all your hard work had finally paid off, and like, I just get teary-eyed just thinking about it, but I just love it. I miss it so much, but I'm very lucky to be where I am now. I try to remember that. And so I graduated from KU on that weekend, Saturday and Sunday, and I started law school in the summer because I wanted to start early, because UMKC has that option. So Monday I started, and I was literally like 24 hours later I was back in school, and it sucked. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people were like, why would you do that? But now, like, I wouldn't change it for anything. Like, that first week was pretty tough because I was like moving / sad, and it was just all over the place. But now I wouldn't change it for anything. The summer start class was like 20 people, and we're all still really close. Obviously, we've like made friends with the fall starters, and now there's spring starters. UMKC has those options. Some law schools don't. But I have literally enjoyed my time, like every minute of my time there. Yeah, law school is hard work. It's hard. Sometimes you're not going to sleep as much as you would like to. Things are hard. You have to figure out a new way to think. And I remember the attorneys telling me, law school is just a game, and once you figure out the game, you're fine. And as a 1L, I'm in my third semester, and I feel like I'm kind of figuring out, like, you kind of have to see the big picture of things before you can make sense of, like, the little analyses that you're doing. So, I don't know. I always say, I don't think anybody loves law school, so I'm not going to say that I love it, but I do enjoy it. I don't regret going. I think it's far enough into the process now that I'm like, okay, this is for me, for sure. Like, if I had to pick between law school and fitness, I don't think I could give up one of them. So that tells me that I am passionate enough, that I'm on the right track, and especially, like, there are things that will open your mind. Like, I'm one of those people, I like to take opportunities, especially if they get me out of my comfort zone. So coming from health information management to law school, I was like, I do not want to be in the courtroom. I do not want to be a litigator. That sounds scary as hell. No way. No way. You got to think on your feet. It takes so much time to prepare for trials and whatnot. I'm cool with just doing health law, like administrative stuff, not medical malpractice. I'm not about that. And lo and behold, last semester, the mock trial team puts on a competition for 1Ls, which is, you know, the people who are in their first year in law school. And they have the people on the team be like mentors for the 1L teams, and it's teams of 2. And I had a couple people ask me, you know, hey, are you going to do that? And I was like, nope, absolutely not. Don't have time, don't want to do it, no interest, nope, never, nope, 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 go away. And then I'm sitting in the lounge one day, and I have like a law school best friend, and we're sitting there, and he's like, hey, you want to do this mock trial thing? And I was like, I already told everybody no. Like, just stop. I want everyone to stop asking me. I'm not freaking doing it. And then one of the actual mock trial team members comes in the lounge and sits down and is like, hey, you guys should do this, recruits the heck out of us. And I'm like, okay, fine, you know what, put my freaking name down, whatever. I need to stop being a baby, just do something that gets me out of my comfort zone. So then we take finals, and it's spring semester now, and the guy that recruited us became our mentor, and he has been awesome. Like, literally, such a good coach, making us so much better. And now I'm like, well, shit. Now I think I might like litigation. Like, oh my God, I was just telling a professor yesterday this whole story, and she was like, you know, that's the thing about law school. It'll open your mind, and you'll find things that you thought you wouldn't like, but you end up liking them. And so I was like, well, here we are. And the competition is actually in less than 2 weeks. It's just under 2 weeks away. So if you do well, then you get asked to be on the mock trial team. And honestly, right now, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't really, I'm not putting a lot of weight on this because I don't want to be disappointed if I don't make it, or be way too hyped if I do make it. I just want to be very neutral and just enjoy the process, you know? Because I just decided, I'm going to try this thing out. What if I'm really good at litigation? Then, wow, I should do it, right? Because if I'm really good at something, I should do it. And then if I'm not really good, at least I know I'm not really good. That is my thought process with everything. That's literally just everything. Even, in undergrad. I remember before, right after I graduated high school and I was going to undergrad, my family was like, oh, we're gonna pledge a sorority? And I was like, no, that's dumb. And then I kid you not, the last day I could sign up to Rush, it's called recruitment, but, a lot of people say Rush. I was like, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna see, if I like it, cool. If I don't like it, then I know. And I won't get 10 years down the road and be like, why didn't I do that? So that's the way I look at things, a lot of things. I think it's just a good thing to open your mind, challenge yourself, get out of your comfort zone. And yeah, so this was a really long ranty video. Not really ranty, but informational video. I hope that you guys enjoyed my story time. I think it's really cool that people are interested in my life aside from fitness, because I definitely spend 100% of my time on law school. I get there I'm at my desk by 7:30 every morning, and some days I don't come home until 10:30 or 11. But that's not because I'm literally at my desk the whole time. It's because I have weird little gaps in between, or say I'm done with class at 4 and then I have to wait for a meeting at 7:30. I just stay on campus. And also, I do fit the gym in there because it's very close to law school. So structure and routine keeps me sane. So yes, if you're still watching, thank you so, so much. Let me know what you think. Let me know if anybody is grad students or in the Kansas City area, or tell me your undergrad story. Whatever you feel like sharing, I would love to hear it. Please like and subscribe, and let me know if there are any other questions about law school or school in general or anything. Just let me know. I will catch you in the next one. Bye.